Okay, now what you want to prevent when giving a presentation is, now let's go through common types of connections used at Sun City. On the left, we have, whoops. Okay, anyway, you have composite hookups. The ones that are circled in red or squared out in red are the ones that we do use actively in Sun City. The composite is a right sound channel, left sound channel in video. This comes into play mainly, about the only place is the media room, I believe, right now. The other one is the Thunderbolt Firewire, and that's if you're using an Apple product, and people will use that to convert over to other things. I don't need to cover much there. The big one is the HDMI, high definition media information. Almost all the hookups in Sun City are HDMI. What's nice is it carries sound, and it carries very high definition video along with it, and it's pretty much real time. And so if you're going to be showing something in here, the ballroom in the lake house, or anywhere, you can hook up to the television. The HDMIs are primarily what you're going to wind up using. VGA, or audio right and left, this is the little stereo things you plug in when you're listening to your smartphones and you're walking or exercising and stuff. So we're all familiar with the 3.5 mini input. VGA, and this is for video, and primarily we use this again only in the multimedia room downstairs. They call it a multimedia room, and it has the least amount of capabilities of any place we have, and they're not that great, and Bob Powell over this in detail. The other type of hookup is digital audio, and we do have some speakers you'd be plugging that into, things like that. Those are the type of hookups that you need to just kind of, if you look at them, you should know what you're looking at, so you know what to plug in. And here we go from there. And USB connections. USBs come under a lot of names. Thumb drive, memory stick, stick, flash drive. There's probably about 20 names total that we use with USBs, and especially for the smart drive itself. The USB connector is one that you're seeing on the left there where you plug into, and the one on the right. Most of us have them in our cars now. All the computers have them pretty much anymore. So, and USB is going to be a very common connection. But here again, we do multimedia in the community of using HDMI, where we use the USB connections. If you go somewhere and you want to give a presentation, always have your presentation on a thumb drive. The reason for that is a lot of times computers stop working or they don't work right. And you have to wind up relying on those for proper presentations. Computer HDMI port hookups to the television. The only place you're really going to need a lot of this is in, well, any of the TVs used in room number 1 here, room number 2, or if you're in the card room, or if you're in the craft room over at the lake house, you'll use the HDMI import to the televisions. What you do, here again, you have the HDMI wire. This is just the way it looked in the other picture. And you're going to hook it from the HDMI port on your computer to the HDMI port on the television itself. Or if you're doing a presentation on the screen, all the walls have HDMI plugins where we can project from to, like we're doing tonight. Now, if you're on a television, not here, but in the lake house, you'll want to get the remote, because what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to select what input you want. And on this demonstration, we're using input number 2 for HDMI. So you're going to click on the inputs, and then when you get to the input, you're going to select HDMI 2. And your picture should come up. Sometimes it can take a few minutes. Now, in ballroom 1, if you're doing it to the screen there, that projector is slow, and sometimes you got to give it 4 or 5 minutes, because it'll go through all the connections. You just plug in the HDMI port, that's all you got to do when you turn the screen on, and Greg will cover this more in detail. Once you turn that screen on, it's got to search, and it'll find the right thing. If you're hooked up okay, it'll come out. We've had a lot of problems, as you know, in ballroom 1 over the last few months. Most, I think, are resolved, Greg, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, good. Yeah, they came in and kind of rewired and put the spaghetti and put new spaghetti in there. I guess I don't know what they did. It seemed to be working better. Okay, Computer HDMI port hooking up to the television. Once you turn it on, this is what you should have. Whatever you see on your computer, that's what you should see on the television as well, or the screens. What I'm looking at here is exactly what I'm seeing on the screens up there, no different. And so that's the result you want. Next thing is what we call Roku. This is another way of hooking up your computer to the television. And Roku has a lot of things you can do with it. We also have Apple TV, right? You can cover Apple TV. These are very, very similar products. Roku can be used by anybody. Apple TV, you pretty much have to have an Apple product. But we do have those available. Apple TV here as well as over at the Lake House. Roku we have available at the Lake House with the Computer Club. And it'll be hooked up permanently eventually. And you'll be able to choose any one of those two you want. Hookup's the same pretty much. You hook up the HDMI and you hook it into your television or you hook it into your screen. And you're saying right now, why do you really want to use this? I'll show you in a minute. Then you get your inputs going, same as before. You input it, click on the input, and then you click on your HDMI that you've chosen, in this case HDMI 2 again. Roku and Apple TV have a lot of nice capability for your clubs. Let's say you were at home, you saw a real exciting YouTube that you want to show to your club, like for dancing. That group can very easily show and give the full lessons using the Roku, because they would go to YouTube. If you want to have a movies for your club, you can use Netflix, you can use Amazon, you can use Vudu. There's a whole bunch of them. Hulu. Those are not the paid subscription ones, though. The ones that we have are the free movies, so you're going to be more limited, that's all. But if you search around, you go to the search column on the left, and you want to watch a specific movie and see if you can get it, you just click on that, and then you type in your movie name, and you just kind of point and click. And it'll bring, if it brings it up, it'll tell you there's a free version of it. If you're looking for a real popular movie, forget it. you're not going to find it. If you're looking for something old, yeah, you got a pretty good shot at getting at it. The B movies and things like that.
Yeah. I asked this question in the first session. Are there any legal problems for us showing movies in clubs?
Okay, showing movies to the club, playing music, doing videos that are done elsewhere, as long as you keep it within Sun City and your group are okay and you're not charging. They do have an ASCAP license, I think, is that right? Yeah. They do have a license for doing that within the community. You go out of the community with your club, don't take any of these out there with them, don't show it, you can get in a lot of trouble by doing it. So you're going to show something like a lake house or here, you're good. As long as it's not a charged event and you're not using it commercially. Yes.
You're on Roku and you've got a subscription to Netflix and stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's nice because you'll have it on your Roku. You're right. Apple TV, same thing.
Yeah, cable. I know from the computer club, there's a storage unit, you have a lot of stuff. Is that available to everybody?
It is available. You need to let us know ahead of time. We do have a lot of cables that you can hook up with. Go to the front desk first. They have a lot of capability themselves. If they don't have the cables, let our club know ahead of time, and you should be in pretty good shape. Next thing is Roku screen mirroring. In this facility, you don't need a Roku to screen mirror. Now, anybody here not know what I mean by screen mirroring? Okay, good. Screen mirroring is taking your smartphone, turning it on, and you do casting. Casting sounds, connecting the others, a lot of software, and you press it, and all of a sudden it'll come up on television. In this facility, all the Samsung TVs, you don't need a Roku. We're still testing out the Apple products, but we do have Apple TV here, so you can cast through Apple TV very nicely. We don't need a Roku here because it'll take all of the Android ones okay. We don't have a combination. Just gotta make sure you're hooked up to the Wi-Fi here, because that's what it works off, so identify the television off the Wi-Fi. And then what that means is simply whatever is on your Roku or your thing will cast to the television itself, just like that. And if you turn it, it'll turn on the TV too. Very nice. We use this with the Android Club a lot. Works very nicely. And what's also nice with the TVs here in this facility is if you are watching, like let's say you have a PowerPoint presentation and you want to cast, you turn the cast on, the PowerPoint presentation goes off in just a the cast comes on. So that's really nice with the phones. And it works really well there. I think Tom can pretty well verify that we use them for clubs.
How do you switch to casting? Can you switch?
The phone itself, if you got on a phone, just press casting and the feed will pick up automatically here. Otherwise, Roku, you'll get an identification number.
So I can kill your display right now by turning on my phone.
Okay. Yeah, what happens is on the Roku, when you press casting, you gotta make sure the Roku is at the main menu, which is this menu right here. And then it'll automatically come up and say, it detects a cast. And it'll give you a number, and you put in that number in your phone, and it'll kind of marry them together. And that would be the televisions in the media room over at the Lake House, also the card room and the craft rooms. Here you don't need the Roku at all, like I said, because these Samsungs pick things up pretty well. And they do nice casting.
What's casting?
Yeah, casting is taking whatever you're seeing on your phone and putting it up on the television automatically.
It's short for broadcast.
It's very, huh?
It's short for broadcast.
Yeah, short broadcasting.
Oh,
Thanks, huh? Okay.
Radio, right?
We do have Chromecast in the computer club. A lot of people have their own Chromecast. Chromecast takes what's on your computer and puts it on the screen, but it is somewhat limited. What's nice is it's very portable. And so a lot of people will use those. But if you want to show pictures, if you want to show videos from your computer, if you want to listen to music from your computer, Chromecast works very nicely for that. And it's not as full as Roku is. Roku has over 1,000 programs on it that you can subscribe to. All kinds of science programs, teaching channels, scientific channels, just about anything you can think of you can get from Roku. And Apple TV has a technology. Don't expect everything to work always. Try hookups a day at least before you're going to give your presentation if you're going to do something, because it doesn't always work the way you think it will. And that way you call somebody if you need help at the front desk know, hey, this isn't working or that isn't working. And sometimes it's just not being able to hook up your specific computer correctly. You may have a setting that needs to be changed in there that people can help you with. There are backup sound and protection systems available in both places. And this is the one in ballroom A. If the sound doesn't work for some reason, we had to use this over the last few weeks, over the last few months. And very easy to set up. The speaker wire goes in front of the speaker and on the left side there. And the other wire goes in back of the main unit, and the right upper is for right, and the right lower one is for the left speaker. So it's pretty easy, just plug them in right there. The little circle is for your power on, and the thick circle is where you plug in your power cord. The microphone plugs in front of the unit, and it plugs in the, you can put it in any one of those you want actually. Just make sure that you have the volume up and you have it turned on. And you can adjust the bass and the treble. And this unit is always sitting in the main ballroom on the right side, just below the control panels. So if for some reason the sound doesn't work, you don't have to get scared and think that you don't have any sound.